Um, well, now, from the foothills of the Sierra Nevadas, I believe, and by way of Jackie Taylor, we have Elder Gideon with us. And let me read you a little bit about Gideon. Um, he's an ordained elder of the Sophian tradition, a published poet and essayist, a veteran teacher of underserved high school youth, and an artist formerly trained in the US and Italy. For over 20 years, Gideon has served Sophia Fellowship as a companion and elder while building its outreach through an online forum to which he's contributed over 1,000 essays on Gnosticism, Kabbalah, and biblical studies. He's co authored a book called Gnosis of Guadalupe, The Mystical Path of the Mother, with Tau Malachi. And he's written 32 articles introducing people to the teachings and practices of Sophian lineage. These articles are available on the virtual visual visitor center, and we've put at the top of the chat, and I'll put it back in there again, a website for the visitor center and also to Elder Gideon's website. Gideon says, we are here to embody our freedom in the divine. How we come to that inner freedom is by breakthrough, insight, and enlightenment. This is our gospel, our liberation. Both words mean the same. He will share teaching and practice that is ancient and new. Drawing from his journey in discipleship with Tau Malachi, Elder will propose an innovation of the deep meanings of gospel as self-knowledge by which one comes to unmeditated knowledge of God, unmediated knowledge of God, excuse me. So Gideon, the title of his talk is Your Gospel. Please unmute and share with us.
I want to thank everyone today for welcoming me. It is very much the beginning of spring for all of us. And how blessed do I feel to be with you all and to share space with you all in a very holy weekend of renewal and resilience from the earth and from within all of us. So, blessings and shalom. I want to thank Sakra and Michael for welcoming me so generously. And of course, my dear sister Jackie, thank you again. I am very eager in the spirit to speak with you. I come from a deep lineage held by Tau Malachi of the Sophian tradition, and we have a very integral gospel, a way that unites heaven and earth with complete intention and devotion to others and to the one within ourselves. I want to begin with a question. Gospel in Greek, evangelion, and its same sense in Hebrew, basar, mean good tidings, mean news. But many might not know, as I did not, until pushing more deeply into the history of these words, that gospel, evangelion in Greek or basar in Hebrew, these good tidings have a context that I never imagined. And to imagine this, please feel for a moment our ancestors of the ancient world, from wherever we hail, and the community we are with in this ancient context, and we are terrified. We are hidden in our huts or caves or dwellings or in the woods or in the bush. We are terrified because we know and have felt for months and now weeks and now days that an enemy is coming. and it will destroy us. It will steal our women and our children, and it will enslave or murder us. We know this is coming, and we are anxious, and we are frightened. Our children are crying, our women are wailing, and the men know not what to do until a forerunner, when we know, comes to us out of breath, speaking, "The enemy is defeated. We shall be spared." And the release and the joy and the thanksgiving for what has come to pass as we praise the divine and we worship and we are joyful, and our sorrow and our grief has been turned to laughter and dancing, for we are free. That's the story behind this word, evangelion, or basar, freedom. Now, open, trust, confidence, joy in who we already are, freed. This is going to get wilder. If this much is making sense, it sure has blessed me, and I pray that this blesses you as well, because within you, within me, within all of us is this gospel, is this good tiding, this good news that we are already free. We shall be spared. And this gospel is particular to each of us. What calls us in this life to serve as we are moved to serve? This is our gospel. What is our purpose? What is our fuel? What is our drive? What is urging us from inside to grow, to do, to dare? This is your gospel. Even more, whatever trauma you have ever experienced in your life, whatever hardship, whatever setback, whatever experiences of grief and loss, violence, persecution, any such resistance you have ever encountered as a child, as a young person, as a young adult, as the man or woman you are today, this is part of your gospel. Your gospel is your story, as unique to you as your fingerprint and your iris and your voice, your very DNA. As you hold that in heart, we're going to go a little deeper into how this gospel, this basar, as I shift to Hebrew now, and the Kabbalah that Tau Malachi has transmitted to our community. Basar means good tidings, yes, good news, deliverance. Basar, like so many Hebrew words, such a nuanced, lovely, endless language of meaning and connotation, which cannot be translated into English, by the way. As a student of Hebrew, I can assure you that Hebrew is to an English translation of the Bible what a book is to its movie adaptation. Do you feel that? Hebrew is like a book, and English, a translation, is like the movie of the book. And we know what happens. Our favorite books don't fully flesh out or manifest in cinema as we want. And the language of Hebrew, Basar, has, like so many other, coincidences, homophones, words that sound the same or are spelled exactly the same, but have yet another meaning that makes our reading of the Jewish Bible, the Tanakh, what Christians call the Old Testament, is exquisite. Basar, good tidings, news of deliverance, is also the same word for flesh. Do you hear that? Do you feel that? In my body, in your body, is the same word for good tidings as for flesh. Our body is holding our gospel. Our experience of this life is our gospel. What we do with this life and the preciousness of this life and the rare, rare opportunity to have a human incarnation that is healthy enough, stable enough, nurtured, nourished, and supported enough to hear, feel the purpose hidden in our flesh, the call to service and to be of benefit to beings is in our flesh. The joy that we experience, the deep familiarity with the divine in intimate moments in prayer and meditation, or in powerful dreams, or with loved ones in the spirit and in the people and land, in nature and animals. This is in our flesh. Of course, there is a heavenly root and core concealed within our flesh. And how do we manifest who we are as we are in the one, in heaven and beyond, apart from our flesh? So, the flesh, in this respect, among its many meanings, is holy. Our body is holy. Our life is holy. Because if you or I are breathing, that's the Holy One breathing. There is no other. If you or I, if we are aware, that is the awareness of the Holy One wearing us. We could say that our gospel is wearing us, just as the Holy One, the Eternal One, whom the Jewish people call Yahweh, Elohim, is wearing us, is experiencing this life through each of us, hearing through our ears, seeing through our eyes, feeling with our hearts, speaking through our voice, acting through our hands, and moving in response to others, to their needs, their desires, through us. This is our gospel. And the degree to which I remember this and I turn inward into this daily and throughout the day, taking that deep, mindful, centering, grateful breath into my heart and body and breathing out, I'm aware that the Holy One is wearing me. And in this I find strength. In this I find faith. In this I find hope. And by this I enact love. But it is not just me doing this. No, that's not how the prophets respond to the Spirit in Tanakh, the Jewish Bible. When they hear their name, just Abraham, Moses, Jacob, Samuel, they never say, I am here. They always say, here I am. Hineni in Hebrew. Here I am. Here, this context. Here, the display of the Spirit before me and behind me, right and left of me, above and below me. Here I am. And it's humility and it's reverence and it's gratitude for the one who is breathing us, for the one who is aware through us. Here I am in my flesh, says Job. From my flesh I shall see Elohim. So, this holiness of the body, the holiness of the soul, and the one who is wearing this is a process by which we come to greater and greater familiarity, recognition, and even, with the help of the Spirit, realization, making real, making incarnate this powerful purpose, this transformative mystery of our gospel, these good tidings, this innate freedom, this innate oneness that always was, this enlightenment in who we are as we already are in the one already. This life, this presence, this power that is breathing and aware through us. This is the good tidings. This is the gospel. This is hidden and being revealed through our flesh. And what happens when people turn inward? We have our ancestors in all lands, in all tongues, who awaken to this original light. Becomes another mystery with which I will conclude today. The light that is in everyone, concealed or revealed, is becoming revealed by our openness, our sensitivity, our transparency to the one who is wearing us. And when this happens in greater and greater degrees, when who I am as I am in myself, who each of you are as you are in yourselves, clarifies and begins to shine, the Hebrew suggests something very, very lovely when Adam and Eve are clothed with garments of skin. For the skin is not the hide of an animal, as is depicted in iconography, not at all. A subtler, more nuanced understanding of the Hebrew, that skin is the word ol, just like our English word, our conjunction or. But in Hebrew, ol, light, is a homophone for the Hebrew word ol. So skin and light is a homophone. It's the same to the ear. Just as tidings, basar, is the exact same word as flesh. So flesh, good tidings, skin, light. Moses' face shined with light. Prophets experiencing this light means they are in this light. And from this light, we see miracles around Yeshua when his body is transfigured before he's resurrected. Already this power of this great light was awakening and stabilized in Yeshua, such that death for him was not death exactly. And this mystery is in you, and it is in me, that in our flesh we too shall see Elohim. I pray that you are strengthened, empowered, and uplifted by this mystery of holy light, your gospel, your freedom now, hidden in your very flesh, that it may be revealed with the help of the One. Amen.